Hello, welcome to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get into the weekly love outlook for Libra. This is going to be for the 1st today all the way up to the 8th. And this is for Libra and their connection with someone else. So we're going to be pulling out the other person's cards and your cards, Libra. So this is a love outlook for somebody who is in union or in a connection with someone, so we can check out what's going on this week between the two of you, how you see yourselves, how you see each other, and how you're looking at the relationship. All right, guys? So I've already done most of my shuffling off camera, so we just need to do a quick shuffle so I can cut these cards for you, Libra, and pull out your 6 cards. All right? Straight out. Let's go. We have, for your person, they see themselves at Ace of Wands, and you are resonating with 9 of Cups. They see you as a Page of Swords, so you see them also as a Page of Wands. And they see the relationship or their part in it as the Fool, and you see the relationship as a 4 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Swords. So that's a desire towards more harmonious relationships, certainly. Perhaps a move that some of you may be making. I do see the Fool there. And the Page often indicates a newness, a freshness. Let's get right into it, Libra. Straight out, your person is resonating with an Ace of Wands, and you are quite happy. So I'm not sure if you two are together yet, but you're certainly thinking about each other, right? Ace of Wands is a new passion, right? It can be, well, it is the phallic symbol in the deck, so it can also be an indication of a new passionate relationship. So I wonder if this is a new connection for you, where you and this person have just kind of come together, have just kind of seen each other. They're certainly feeling very passionate. You, however, are resonating with 9 of Cups this week, Libra. So you're quite happy where you're at. You're happy with your life and your relationships. You are, 9 of Cups does indicate oftentimes that deeper soulmate twin flame connection is not yet there or has not yet developed, but you are nevertheless quite happy. You know, you're happy with your family relationships and your friendships. You're feeling very blessed. 9 of Cups is definitely the card for feeling blessed. And having had most of your wishes, you know, for the most part coming true. And so being quite satisfied and contented with that. Now, that's interesting, though. Could be that, yes, you see each other, but right now you may not necessarily be looking for that deeper connection with this person. But they've certainly caught your eye because you're thinking about them. 2 pages showing up for how you guys see each other. So, again, this really indicates a feeling that this is maybe a new relationship, right? It's got a youthfulness about it. They see you as a Page of Swords, and you see them as a Page of Wands. They see you as somebody who's very sort of positive and enthusiastic, someone who doesn't let the world sort of bring them down or make them think negatively about themselves or their abilities. Page of Swords is really about having a lot of mental strength and confidence, right? Clarity and knowing what you want and not allowing anybody to sort of, you know, pull the wool over your eyes or make you doubt yourself. Now, the Page of Wands is equally as sort of youthful and rebellious, but much more so about a vision and an ideal, right? So you see them as being very idealistic. Page of Wands is somebody who isn't really afraid to go after what they want. They may not have all the experience in the world, right, about manifesting their goals, but they certainly aren't afraid to try. They certainly aren't afraid to sort of go after their passion, and regardless of what anyone else thinks. And so you both really seem to have a mutual kind of sense of respect and I want to say, in a way, a camaraderie in a way, but it's like you both see each other as the same type, you know, a Page type of person. So, you know, you against the world, right? You kind of being on your own and following your goals, your dreams, your passion, or your plans. Now, how do you see a relationship and how you see the relationship? So they're looking at the relationship this week and they see themselves as a Fool. They see the relationship represented as Fool energy. So it's very new to them. And this is another reason why I feel like this is a new connection for you, Libra, that is just starting out. Your person feels like they're willing to take a leap of faith with you. They're willing to get into this with you. I think they're the ones who are feeling extremely excited about being close to you, knowing you. You, however, are resonating with the Four of Cups with regard to the relationship. So again, like I said earlier, you may not be ready just yet to take that sort of next step into commitment. You're kind of being sort of like, look, I'm not sure about this cup of love. I'm not sure what comes with it. Four of Cups can be interpreted a lot of different ways depending on the scenario, but here it's very much my show and prove card. So I do feel to a certain degree like Libra, you're already very happy where you're at, right? Here with this 9, you already see yourself as being extremely sort of blessed in life. You're happy with the relationships you have. And you have a lot that you want to get done right now. They see you as a Page of Wands, which is very idealistic. But again, it's just this feeling that you aren't quite sure if you want to take this cup of love from this individual, because I think more than anything, you're just not sure what you're going to get from them. They haven't really shown anything per se. You may be interested. They may have caught your eye. You've caught their eye. But you're still kind of like, okay, but I feel good and I'm stable and I'm happy where I'm at. I'm happy with the relationships I have in my life in terms of my friends and my family. And, I'm just not willing to take this cup of love from you until I know what it all entails, right? Like, what am I supposed to get with this? What should I expect? And I do appreciate this energy, Libra, because a lot of times we do kind of accept offers of love from people before we've really gotten a chance to know them, or before they've even really had a chance to show us what all comes with that cup of love. Excuse me there, just turning on the light. What all comes with that love, right? Are you going to bring stability? Are you going to bring drama? You know what I mean? Is this just words that you're telling me? Or are you actually someone who's willing to commit? Are you actually someone, that is going to bring stability to my life? Or are you going to destabilize my life? And I think a lot of these are the questions that you have, and you're just not really ready to go hog wild, right? To jump right into anything with them. We're going to pull out, let me pull out some clarifiers and see what energies are affecting your person in this relationship and what is affecting you in this relationship. Then we're going to pull out your angel messages and see what they have to say about your week also. Yeah, this is definitely a new connection for you, Libra, but you're just kind of on the fence about it, I think. Let's see. Your person has 6 of Pentacles, and they have the 5 of Wands. There's your strife. And you have a Tower moment and the 9 of Swords. Okay, so this is quite interesting. Let's get into their cards first. They have 6 of Pentacles and 5 of Wands. So they are in a very good financial position right now. And I think that they may be even throwing around the fact that they have money. Generally said, 6 of Pentacles is a very harmonious connection that we have to our abundance or our material world, right? It's another 6, 2 6s in your reading. But as if for it to come out here in a love reading, it could very well be that your person is kind of, they may be sort of depending on the fact or leaning on the fact that they do have that level of disposable income, that they can help people out, they can be a benefactor. They may be using that as a way to get to you or to sort of like ingratiate you. They do also have a 5 of Wands, and this is a real sense of competitiveness. So they are extremely competitive, and they're feeling like they're willing to sort of fight for what they want. 5 of Wands, though, is a very sort of, it's a power dynamic that involves a lot of bickering, a lot of arguing, a lot of back and forth, who is better than who. And I'm not necessarily sure if that is the energy that's turning you on, right? You may not like that, coming from them. The fact that this is how they're approaching the relationship. They could be indeed quite jealous. there may indeed be a bit of a competitive edge or a competitive sort of dynamic going on with this person and someone else for your affections. They certainly feel, they're certainly willing to get into that, right? They're certainly willing to sort of get into that type of energy. And I'm just not sure if that is the energy that you necessarily are enjoying or would like to see, when you are willing to compete for somebody's affections, that's quite a low sort of, that's a baser emotion, it's the emotion of feeling like you've got to be better than somebody else to win somebody's affections without necessarily paying attention to what it is that you desire. And that could be another reason why you're not necessarily jumping into this cup. Now you have a Tower and a Nine of Swords. So this is interesting. There's a Tower moment here for you connected to this relationship or this union. And I think that it could very well be that, this is a connection that you never necessarily thought would happen, Libra. This could be a connection with someone who's like a really good friend of yours or someone that you've been seeing around for a long time, maybe in your social group or maybe at work or what have you, wherever it is that you've met. But it's like this whole connection coming out between the two of you, this whole sudden like romantic connection is really like a Tower moment for you because I don't think you ever expected it. They may not be your usual type of person that you're used to dating or going out with. And so this is a whole new thing for you. And I think to a certain degree, it's really throwing you for a loop. Like you're just not that eager because it's so new, it's so different. Nine of Swords is also a worry. It's a feeling of anxiety and worry. So again, interestingly enough, with Five of Wands being quite competitive, this person could be someone who is a friend of a friend. It could be someone who is a friend of someone you dated before, right? Because Nine of Swords is a feeling of guilt, misery, having sleepless nights, anxiety, worrying about the way things are going to turn out. You already have a Tower moment. So it could very well be that this is someone that it might be like sort of like an ex's best friend. You know what I mean? Or a friend, they may be a friend to somebody else who's your friend. And it's like, that's causing the Tower moment, the worry. Like, well, hang on a second. They're like my ex's best friend. How can I possibly get involved with them? There is some kind of like real disturbance here for you. Right. And with Nine of Swords being the card of sort of guilt and anxiety, I think, the disturbance could certainly be the connection that this person may have to your other connections in life. Right. Because, of course, here highlighted is how blessed you are with your friendships, how blessed you are with your other relationships. So it feels to me like you're not necessarily sure if you want to put those relationships in jeopardy by going with this person. This person could be like a brother or a sister to somebody who you're very close friends with. And it could be, one of those scenarios where like, that if you get involved with this person, it's going to be an issue, right? Or you certainly feel that way with that Nine of Swords. They're willing to do it, and they may be willing, again, if we say that, if we take the example of this being like the best friend of an ex, they're perfectly willing to compete against that ex for you because they see you as being the prize. Ace of Wands is definitely a high level of chemistry and attraction and passion there. They certainly are willing to take a leap of faith with you, but you are on the fence. And it certainly has something to do with the connection here, either the family connection or the friend connection. Let's pull out your romance angel messages to see. Generally, Six of Swords also here talks about a desire to be with people who are just, like-minded, same mentality, right? And a desire for harmony. And so this is the thing. You really just want harmony amongst your friendships. And I think that you do feel something for this person. But to me, it just seems like all of the energy around it, all of the sort of possible consequences of you hooking up with this person are just a little bit overwhelming for you. And you're just not sure if you want to get into that mess, right? You have trust Interesting. And we have getting to know each other. Well, there you go. So again, this is what I was saying earlier. This may be somebody that you're really not used to getting, you know, type of person you're not used to getting with or hooking up with. The situation is calling for you to have trust. So again, Nine of Swords is a fear and a misery that we kind of put on ourselves. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with reality. And to a certain degree, trust is necessary. I mean, it really boils down to how do you feel, right? Do you feel like there is a spark here? Do you feel like that this is something that you could pursue? Certainly, you are thinking about this individual because this scenario has come up in a love reading. So you can't really deny the fact that they're definitely on your mind. They're definitely in your heart. And so trust is on the table. The angels are also telling you to get to know each other. Give them some time. It may be, you know, allow them a moment to sort of allay your fears, you know, talk to you about what's really going on here between the two of you and really get to know each other because, again, if this connection is a connection that you've made because you know mutual people, you know, you may be making certain assumptions about this individual that just aren't true. And it may be time for you to get to know them and really give them a chance because once again, there is definitely something going on here or else they would not have come up in your reading, Libra. So, you know, as worried as you are, yes, you are making them jump through some hoops with this Four of Cups. I think that right now you are making it kind of very difficult for them. But in your heart of hearts, you do kind of desire this. And I think you're curious about it. You know, the angels, their message is quite clear. Trust and get to know each other and see where this goes, you know, because it could very well be that you're just allowing these fears that you have of the broader relationship with this person, you know, possibly interrupt something that's meant to be. This could possibly, you know, these fears that you have could possibly be sort of stopping something or putting, you know, putting the kibosh on something that actually could be a very good relationship for you, but you really do have to give it a chance. You have to get a chance to get to know each other. And to a certain degree, you have to trust the universe that, you know, they bring you together with people for a reason, right? All right, Libra, I'm going to leave it at that. This is your reading, your weekly love outlook for March 1st to the 8th. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. All of that good stuff helps me grow my channel. If you want to get a private reading, go ahead and follow that link at the top of your screen. But for right now, Libra, have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I'll see you next week for your weekly love outlook. Bye-bye now.